Hi guys, happy Wednesday. It's April from MamaLovesFood.com and DinnerGirl.com. How are you? Sorry about the delay. I couldn't get the iPad to go live. I don't know why. Anyway, I reset it and it seems to be working now. So, happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Go ahead and leave your mental health number in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I don't know why. I went to bed at a decent hour. I didn't have great dreams. Maybe that's why. I didn't have terrible dreams either, but good morning, Mom. Mom's on bright and early. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't, good morning, Miss Carrie. I don't know. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Couldn't say why. Sometimes you just do that. It happens, right? So, in good news, no evidence of the mouse today in the camper. We like that. Good morning, Miss Laura. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Rhonda. Rhonda's a 7. We like a 7 solid. I'm like a 4.5, I think. Aw, thanks, Heather. I don't know if you'd agree with that sentiment if I was saying more than just a few lines of happy birthday, but I appreciate it anyway. Good morning, Deanna. Love your face, Miss Carrie. Yeah, so that's good news. No evidence of the mouse. In bad news, the battery in the camper is dead again, so it's definitely an issue with the converter, alternator, or whatever it's called in a camper. So the question now becomes whether it's a fuse issue or if we need a whole new, I think it's called a converter in the camper. It's the same thing that your alternator does in the car, keeps your battery charged. Anyway, thank you, Rhonda. These ones are paparazzi, I think. Yeah. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Is that how it works? I don't know. That's what it is. Sorry, slow today. My son is great. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little angry at my husband yesterday because he went in at 8:30 and he went in right on time, and they said 30 minutes, 45 tops, and he'll be out, and we'll bring him out to you and call you, whatever. I don't remember exactly what the process was. So anyway, so we do our live at 9. And so he hadn't come out at 9 yet, which I wasn't worried about because that was like, they said between 30 and 30 minutes, they thought it was going to be 30 minutes. Just lost track of what I was doing. Sorry. So like when it was exactly 30 minutes, I wasn't stressing, right? But then I got off the live and it was 9:30 and, sorry, I keep getting notifications. So it was 9:30, which was a solid hour, right? And I'm like, this seems weird. Haven't heard anything. So I text my husband. I'm like, hey, he's out, right? Everything okay? And Wes is like, oh, no, I was thinking I'll call in like 15 minutes or so. I'm sorry, what? The 30 tops 45-minute procedure is now solid 15 minutes after, and you're gonna wait another 15 minutes to figure out what's going on? Anyway, so then of course, like, my mom heart panics, like, something's gone wrong with anesthesia. Oh my gosh, like, they're not able to wake him up, or he like went into cardiac arrest. And I just kept telling myself, like, if something horrible happened, Wes would see me hearing sirens and there would be an ambulance. So it can't be that bad, right? But then, like, this is where having worked in medical malpractice, like, did me wrong. Because for the most part, and I have a family full of doctors, guys. I have so many doctors in my family and friends that are doctors, and I love them, and they're all amazingly good people. But when you work in medical malpractice, you are also exposed to some of the very bad people who, like, hide stuff. And so I'm like, oh, but what if they're like trying to hide the fact they did something wrong? And then my head is like totally spiraling. So then he texts back a few minutes later and he's like, just talk to the secretary, and she said he just finished and will be, the doctor will call soon. But then it was another like 15-20 minutes before, I don't know. I have no idea. The doctor said it went fine. And so, maybe the doctor got a phone call before he went in and everything got started a little bit later, or maybe it just took a little long. I don't know. I have no explanation for why the 30-minute surgery took closer to like an hour, 15, hour and a half. And I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know if it did, right? Like maybe it didn't. Maybe it was a totally normal and it just got started later, but I have no explanation. Anyway, he's fine. He's actually not even taking, they gave him, hi, Cece. See, speaking of doctors in the family that I love. Good doctors. So were your ears burning, girl? So, yeah, what was I saying? So he's good. They gave him hydrocodone, and he hasn't taken it. He's only taken Advil. I mean, he's sore, not swollen, which I was surprised because his best friend got it done. Like a couple months ago, and was a giant chipmunk for several days, and like at least 3 days, and so yeah, he's not swollen at all. He's uncomfortable, but he had soup yesterday. I'd made mashed potatoes for dinner and lots of ice cream. He's very happy about that. So yeah, he's doing all right. These damn kids growing up and costing us all this money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so recipe of the day. Sorry, I'm obnoxious. Is taquitos. And more than anything, because I'm trying to remind myself to make some tonight. We're out of them in our freezer. I like to make a big giant batch and keep them in a bag in the freezer so that we can just like toaster oven them. And I like to make mine with flour tortillas, but you can absolutely make them with corn. I know traditionally they're made with corn, but I just really like the taste of flour. I think probably because it's what I first encountered. I like the corn ones too. Don't get me wrong. I will never kick a taquito out of bed, but yeah. So anyway, they're really easy. They're really yummy. You can make them with canned chicken, rotisserie chicken, chicken breast that you make yourself. You can skip the chicken and use beans, whatever you like. They're super versatile. Anyway, so go ahead and check that recipe out in the comments. Deanna says pudding and lots of soup. Yeah, he's not a big pudding fan. He's a little texture-y weird. So, but he'll eat mashed potatoes all day long. And I've got boxes and boxes of mashed potato flakes, and I've got 2 produce drawers full of potatoes. So, I mean, we could do mashed potatoes for a year anyway. But the doctor said he could actually eat normal food today if he felt up for it. So, we'll see. He's sore, so I doubt he'll eat like truly normal food today, but, we'll find out. Anyway. So, what else is new? Not much. I need to order my kids glasses. There's that. More money. These kids cost me so much money. My parents tried to warn me that kids are expensive, and I was like, there's not. What? They're not gonna cost that much. I can afford the groceries. Kids are expensive, guys. Kids are really expensive. We did make craft dinner last night. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is craft dinner for those of us in the U.S. who don't call it that. Which I learned recently. I'm assuming you're in Canada, or maybe just in the Midwest, North Midwest, Northwest, North Mid. I don't know. Anyway, I know up there sometimes some people call it craft dinner. But in the U.S. we just call it mac and cheese. But we were visiting Canada last year before, I don't know. Anyway, and my friend was like, oh, should we make craft dinner? I was like, the hell is craft dinner? And then she took out the blue box and I was like, oh, mac and cheese. Yes, let's make mac and cheese. Anyway, I really don't have anything interesting to talk to you guys about today. I'm sorry. I really suck. I don't have anything. Oh, I can tell you about Joe and the Rat Snake. Oh, speaking of rat snakes, remember we were talking about the fact that I've got 2 massive rat snakes also called black racers, that live under my camper. And I was thinking about it yesterday, like, how is there a mouse in my camper when I have these 2 massive, I mean, how lazy are you, rat snakes? Come on. Do you only eat rats? Do you not eat mice? What is going on with that? Kathy's an 8. High five, girl. I love it. Marla says, my son was nauseous after his procedure, so we were at the office a good hour after we thought we would be done. But that was okay with me because they dealt with the sickness instead of me at home, right? Oh my gosh. No, he hasn't had any. And I was a little bit worried about that because I am very, very sensitive to any kind of anesthesia. After I had my gallbladder out, they had to keep me in for an extra full day because I couldn't stop throwing up. I don't react great to pain medication or anesthesia. Vomiting when I take pain medication, it makes me break out in hives. It's a hot mess. So I try not to get injured. So I don't have to do that. Knock on wood. Deanna says, ordered my glasses 3 weeks ago. They are backed up 2 months. That's bad news. Because my 13-year-old, the toothless wonder, broke his glasses. So, yeah, he needs those. Shoot, I should get on that. Okay. I was nervous because I was trying to measure the pupillary distance with a measuring tape, and I just didn't feel like I was getting a good, accurate measurement. But then I found an app on my phone, and it has good reviews. I'll tell you what it is. I have no affiliation with them. It's called iMeasure. So if anybody needs their pupillary distance, it's that one. It's called iMeasure. Anyway, it just like scans your face and gives you your pupillary distance. So Carrie says, April, you must be an 8 after having a potential female VP. Look, I'm super excited about, women in high power, but I can't get excited about politics right now. Everything's a hot mess. So I'll know. Let's not go on there. Deanna says everything's blurry. No, that's terrible. Mom says, we had your enchilada casserole and your taco casserole last night. Ricky tastes the taco casserole and goes, OMG, Donnie, you have to try this. You're going to love it. Oh, that's a very popular one in our house. My kids really, 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 really like that taco casserole. Marla says, could you have him look in a mirror and mark it on a mirror and measure the marks? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the app seems to be working really well, so I'm gonna order those today since I downloaded the app. My only concern is, so my oldest son, both of my boys are corrected because they have an eye that wanders a little bit, or goes in. So my oldest has corrected long enough that his doesn't move very much at all. I mean, he still needs his glasses, but for distance, but his is less for the movement. But my youngest, his turns in a lot, so I need to be able to take the measurement through the glasses, which was proving very hard. So hopefully this app will do it. I haven't tried it on. I was able to get it on the 13-year-old. I got it on myself, and so I gotta do it on a little one. But you need a lot of light to do it, and when I tried to do it last night, it was too dark. So we'll try today. It's okay. We'll try today. So anyway, story about Joe and the rat snake. You guys, this story makes my heart race even just thinking about it. So like I said, we have rat snakes in our yard. They're big, they're black. They look like rubber, like thick black rubber hoses, I guess, for lack of a better description. If you're not familiar with rat snakes, they're horrible. I don't like them, but I do like the fact that they typically eat rats and mice, except when they let them get in my camper. So anyway, we don't see them a lot, right? Like I'll see one slither across the yard every now and again. I don't see them a lot. We've never had one in the house. We've had them in the garage a couple times. So one day I'm at the grill. So in our house, we've got, the house is here. We have our pool. It's got a pool enclosure, and then the grill is right outside the pool enclosure. And so this part of the pool enclosure is just cement, and we had a little playset thing here, like just a little climbing thing. And I'm just kind of tucked in the corner, like one of those plastic ones that's got just 2 levels and a little slide on it. Very small, like for 18 months to 4 years old. So I could see just right on the other side of the grill was that little climbing thing. So I'm at the grill. I don't remember what I was cooking, flipping burgers or something. And Josie was, she's 8, so she was probably 5 or 6. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. And she comes to the side, to the corner, and I have never heard a child scream, or anybody. I have never heard anybody scream. It's the scream that you would hear if somebody saw a loved one had passed, like died, like in front of them. And that's exactly what I thought. It was the most guttural scream. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't. And I realize I've totally given away the lead, or oh, you guys, she screamed. So she's like, couldn't catch her breath, couldn't move. I run around thinking, oh my gosh, the baby's like fallen in a corner, which, I mean, I knew logically was not the case because I'd seen him like 2 minutes before, like in the yard with me. But you know, you just go to that horrible place, because what else could make her scream like that? And you guys, it was two probably the biggest rat snakes I've ever seen in my life, twirled together in the corner, like, and she almost stepped on them. Anyway, I've never before or since heard that kind of scream in person before. Like, you hear it in the movies, but like, it was, and I couldn't get her to calm down, and I didn't see it at first because it was in the corner and it was, you know, a little bit shadowy and dark, and oh my gosh, she cried for like half an hour after that. The funny thing is, she's not really even scared of snakes. Like, she doesn't love them, but man, that was bananas. That was a very poor telling of the story, but yeah. So I've been ordering really boring stuff on Amazon lately, like, Cece says, gotta go try my homeschooling talents with Kiki. I will need to ship them all to you this fall. I love seeing it. Love seeing you too, Lovey. Thank you. Okay, so I've been ordering really, really boring stuff on Amazon lately. Mostly just fixie stuff for the camper and, you know, screws, bolts, nuts, whatever. I got 1,000 staples that I didn't order, which was super exciting. But anyway, yesterday I fell down this rabbit hole of peel and stick wallpaper. Are you guys familiar with peel and stick wallpaper? Because it's new concept to me. I mean, not like totally new, like I've seen it on the really expensive, you know, decorating sites. But I found it like very reasonably priced on Amazon yesterday. Anyway, I'm kind of in love with this peel and stick wallpaper, and I don't know. I have a lot of boys in my house, so I don't know if it'll fly. You guys tell me. It's got flowers on it. I love flowers. I thought about doing it in the camper, but then I was like, it's really hot and humid here, and I don't know if it'll work. So I was like, maybe the foyer in my house would look really pretty, right? I don't know. Not a ton of space, but something. I don't know. Anyway, tell me if you've used peel and stick wallpaper. If you have any tips or tricks, I'd like to hear them. You guys, I'm sorry that I'm not being very interesting today. Marla says, would it work in the camper? See, yeah, that's what I would love to try it in the camper. But I just worry that, our climate is too hot and humid and it might just not work. I don't know. If somebody's ever used it in a camper, let me know. I need the deets. I need the deets. You guys, I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure to visit the recipe of the day, taquitos. And hey, you know what you need? You need my cookbook. Order my cookbook. You can get it at dinnerhero.com, or if you want to go straight to the shopping, dinnerhero.com/shop. It's fantastic. It's great. Can't steer you wrong. Mom made something from it last night. You guys, I love you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.